Did you know that the most powerful skill to master AI today is called prompt engineering? And the best part is, contrary to what many might think, this skill is easier to learn than it seems. With a few tips and some practice, you can transform the way you use tools like ChatGPT, enabling you to extract precise, useful, and most importantly, personalized responses for your needs. Today, I'll show you how to do this, starting from scratch and building a solid foundation, so you can maximize the potential of these technologies in your everyday life. With the rapid advancement of AIs like ChatGPT, many people are curious and excited to use these tools. They create their accounts, try asking a few questions, and often end up disappointed with the results. This happens because they often don't realize that the key to getting the most out of these technologies lies in how they interact with them. That's where prompt engineering comes in. It's the art of formulating questions and commands in a way that the AI understands exactly what you want and delivers answers that truly make a difference. Think about it. If you've tried using ChatGPT or any other AI tool and didn't get satisfactory answers, the issue might not be the AI itself, but rather how you communicated with it. The key insight here is that by understanding how to write good prompts, that is, the instructions you give to the AI, you can turn a seemingly ordinary tool into a powerful ally for almost any task. In this video, I'll teach you everything you need to know to start practicing prompt engineering and see how it can revolutionize the way you use AI. Let's start by understanding the problem many people face when trying to use AI. When you ask a vague or poorly formulated question, the AI doesn't have enough information to provide a useful answer. For example, if you simply ask, "Help me find a job," the response you get is likely to be generic and not very helpful. However, if you provide more detail and say, "I'm in the final semester of a design degree looking for a well-paid remote job in UX design," the response you get will be much more specific and tailored to what you actually need. That's the essence of prompt engineering. Understanding that the quality of the answers you get from AI directly depends on the quality of the instructions you give. If you provide clear, contextual, and specific information, the AI will be better able to understand what you want and deliver much more accurate results. This is especially important in a world where AIs are becoming increasingly integrated into our daily lives, whether for work, study, or even personal activities. So, what exactly is prompt engineering? Simply put, it's the skill of creating instructions for an AI that maximize the chance of getting a useful and accurate response. Think of it as a conversation with an extremely smart consultant who can only help you if you are clear about what you want. If you don't provide enough details or are vague in your questions, the consultant, or in this case the AI, will struggle to understand what you really need. Let's look at some practical examples to illustrate this. Suppose you're using ChatGPT to help plan a workshop. If you just say, "Help me plan a workshop," the AI might respond with some generic ideas that may not be exactly what you're looking for. Now, if you say, "I'm organizing a 3-day workshop on UX design for marketing professionals, focusing on advanced techniques and interactive practices. I need suggestions for activities and a schedule," the response you get will be much more detailed and useful. The key here is always to provide as much context as possible. The AI needs to understand the full scenario to give you the best response. Another important tip is to be clear and specific about what you want. Instead of asking something generic like, "Give me ideas to improve my business," you can be more specific and ask, "What digital marketing strategies can I use to increase online sales for a women's fashion e-commerce targeting a young audience?" The more details you provide, the better the response. Additionally, it's important to iterate or refine your questions as you receive answers. Let's say you asked for suggestions to improve your e-commerce, and the AI gave you some general ideas. If none of them seem exactly right, you can refine the question. "I liked the idea of using influencer marketing, but I need more detailed strategies on how to choose the right influencers and measure the impact of these campaigns." This process of refinement is crucial to getting increasingly useful responses. Another important point I want to make is the importance of improving your writing and prompting skills. Even if you speak English, precision and clarity when creating prompts are essential to getting more relevant and useful responses from AI tools. While these tools are trained on large volumes of data, including language variations, the clearer and more specific your prompts are, the better the quality of your responses will be. If you want to get the most out of these tools, it's worth taking the time to improve the way you structure your questions and commands. There are many resources available to help you better understand how to formulate effective prompts, from best practice guides to courses focused on interacting with AI. Remember, practice makes perfect, and over time, formulating clear and precise prompts will become second nature. Now, I want you to compare the two responses we got with the different prompts. In the first example, the response was generic and not very helpful. In the second, with more detail and context, the AI was able to provide a much more complete and personalized response. This difference is largely due to how the prompt is written. Once you understand how to formulate good prompts, AI becomes a powerful tool that can help you with virtually any task, from career planning to content creation and beyond. Another interesting point about prompt engineering is that you can adjust the tone or personality of the response you want to receive. For example, if you're asking for career advice, you could tell the AI to act as an experienced career advisor who helps recent graduates find well-paying jobs. This directs the AI to shape its responses based on this role, which can result in advice more aligned with your expectations. You can also set clear constraints and expectations for the AI. Let's say you only have 1 hour per day to study and want a study plan to learn UX design in 6 months. By informing this in the prompt, the AI will consider the limited time you have and offer you a study plan that fits within this time frame, instead of suggesting something unrealistic or out of your reach. Now that you understand the concept of prompt engineering and see how it can directly impact the quality of the responses you get, I'll give you some practical tips to start practicing this skill today. First, experiment with different types of prompts and see how the responses vary. Ask open-ended questions, closed questions, provide more or less context, and observe how each change affects the outcome. Another useful exercise is to try using variations of prompts for the same topic to see how different formulations impact the quality of the responses. For example, if you're trying to get advice on improving your website, you might start with a broad prompt, like "How can I improve my website?" and then refine it to something more specific, like "What are some advanced strategies for increasing user engagement on a SaaS website targeting professionals in the tech industry?" By testing different prompts, you'll gain a better understanding of how to craft your questions to get the most out of the AI. Pay attention to the details in the answers you receive and use this feedback to adjust your prompts accordingly. Another effective technique is to break down complex questions into smaller, more manageable ones. For instance, if you need help developing a marketing strategy, instead of asking a single broad question, you might break it down into several specific questions, like "What are the best practices for content marketing in 2024? And how can I use social media to drive traffic to my blog?" This approach allows the AI to provide more focused and actionable insights. Finally, remember that prompt engineering is a skill that improves with practice. The more you work on crafting clear and specific prompts, the more adept you will become at getting the precise information and assistance you need. Keep experimenting, iterating, and refining your approach, and you'll find that your ability to leverage AI tools effectively will continue to grow. In summary, prompt engineering is about learning to communicate with AI in a way that maximizes the quality of the responses you receive. By providing clear, detailed, and contextual instructions, you can transform a basic AI tool into a powerful resource for almost any task. Start practicing these techniques today, and you'll soon see how much more you can achieve with AI. Now that you have a solid understanding of prompt engineering, try applying these principles to your interactions with AI tools. Over time, you'll become more skilled at crafting prompts that yield valuable, tailored responses, helping you get the most out of these advanced technologies.